Yo, what's up, you guys? It's Sean Waves here. So I want to make a video basically just about perfectionism and how, perfectionism I think is an evil force. It actually it prevents you from doing so much stuff. I got that actual phrase from Travis Wu. He's like a surfer, outdoors, kind of adventure, and just an out of the box thinker. And so he's in Oahu in Hawaii. The dude's really cool. I'm really loving his stuff right now. And so I just applied it to music, and it's so true because there is something to spending like 6 hours on a track or 8 hours on a track or days on a track. And you're putting your energy into it, you're putting your thought energy into it, you're putting your heart into it if you're an actual artist, if you're not just doing this for money and you feel connected to God, feel connected to something emotional in yourself, and you just have this need to create, then you're creating almost like an entity into itself, that track, right, that has its own life, an instrumental. And if you're a perfectionist, then it's never good enough. It's almost never good enough. It might get to that place where it is really great, but then a lot of times you find like other artists don't like it. And so once I heard that perfectionism as an evil force, and also like, I'm about making music, but where did that come from? When did I become a perfectionist? Right? What was this need at, you go back to like childhood, and it's like, why was there like so much pressure that I've got to be perfect? Right? There's so much chaos in your life because of other people, but you got to be perfect or things are going to fall apart because you can't trust anyone else, right? And maybe that was true to some point, but you can't bring that into like your music making. How dumb is that to bring that in and go like, this has to be the hit. We need this, baby. Come on, we need another hit. We need a classic. Oh, I need this. Oh, that's the energy you're bringing in. It's like gross. It's like desperate. It's like car salesman, right? And I have respect for people that sell cars, but it's got that thing where it's just like I need the sale. Oh, I need the sale. You're just making a track. And so, yeah, I'm these days making tracks like I gotta let go of this energy, right? So I just started and I thought I'm gonna make this a video. So we're gonna share. I just threw on Splice. This also goes into, hold on, let's stop for a second. This also goes into like working hard versus working smart. And so like working hard is like really like it's almost like you gotta suffer. Like I just gotta like, you know, just put this track together and it's gotta be the best track and blah 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 blah. Or working smart where it's like, okay, hold on. Let me just look for this sound. Let me just chill. Let me just think for a second exactly about what I want. What do I want? Maybe, obviously, what are people looking for? What do people need? But like, what is the sound? What is my branding? So if I think about that, I typed in pad, wet, wave. Let me share this with you guys. I mean, share sound. Okay. And then an extra tidbit, guys, if you go into Instagram Live preferences, I'm gonna have to throw the audio. Um, Zoom audio device. Oh, ooh, sorry. All right. So I bought it. I really love this. Did I already get it? It should be up here. There it is. I'm gonna pop it over. Okay. Let's go back over here. Stop the share. And then let's pop it over for a second just so we can listen to it together and we'll go back to me. But again, there's no pressure. I don't really care about anyone that's watching. I care as in like I'm thankful, but like I don't care about your opinion really. So Cool. All right, that's what I want. That's what I want. Okay, I just thought about what I wanted. That's what I want. I don't care about what other people think. I don't care about what they want. The only person I really care about is the rapper and what they want so that I can keep doing more work with them or the artist. So now instead of just looking forever, I'm going to think next, what do I want? What kind of drum beat do I want with that? Lately I've been doing a lot of like disco, retro indie pop drums. I like it because it's 4/4. I just love it, just keeps it simple and it kind of gives, the artist can just know where that's going to come in, right? The trap is a little bit more busy. Uh, it can be good, but can be too busy sometimes. Another thing is I was talking to a buddy, I should give him a shout out, my buddy Pino. He's a super dope dude. He's been in the producing game for a long time. And so I just sent him like a bunch of my tracks and just said, just give me feedback. Right? Now, like I have a huge ego. I have a huge ego. Whether or not I should have one, my life wasn't easy. And so just getting by and trying to do well has been hard for me, harder than I think, in my opinion, than other people. So I've developed a huge ego, which is a problem because it helps me survive. But how do I get up to other levels? How do I get super rich? How do I get well known? How do I get more abundant? I can. My ego is only really good at helping me survive. And it is good. Thank you for that ego. But I have to send that ego on a vacation. And one of the things is my buddy Pino, super thankful to him. He was like, he was just like, yo, you got too much stuff going on. And that goes back to perfectionism, right? So he gave me great feedback and he was just, you got to have less in there. And I was like, oh, I kind of always knew that, but I was like, no, it's got to be really difficult. And then that's how I prove my value. So stupid, right? So let's go now to the drums and I'm going to try to find something. I don't want to spend a long time on this. Is what I'm saying. What do I want? Well, I do want a trap drum on it for sure. Mm, I want some space in it. So maybe I want like more of like a bass. Maybe I want like a just like an 808. Like I just want a bass hit, not too much, like a couple bass hits. So I just want like bass. I'll just look for my key. It'd be kind of cool if it lines up. We got D sharp minor, D sharp minor. Maybe I'll put it 808. D sharp. I'll just do 808, D sharp minor, 95 to 105 BPM. And that's it. And we'll find it. We won't spend too long looking for it. Okay. So I'll let you peek my process. I know some people hate it when I go into like a little screen, but like get over it. So 808, do bass. Let's set up the BPM 95 to 105. Let's set it up D sharp minor. Okay. So I'm gonna pop this over like this so I can hear both. Okay. So this is called enough. It sounds like a bad way to do it, but look, I like it. And I like it. We're gonna put it in there. Let's see it. I don't really like that. Let's move it a little bit. Can't even hear this one. I'm gonna edit a little bit, but I'm not being too fancy about it. Can you guys see this? I didn't jump over. I apologize if you're still watching. I hope you're still watching. Give me a second. Let's pop over. I'm gonna cut it up slightly just to get the sound that I want, but I'm not gonna look for another 808. That was it. It's just gonna have to work. It's not that important, at least to myself. So what I might do is I might put that throughout. I'm gonna lift it up a little bit more. Let's try again. All right, the thing I'm gonna do is that's a little too high, but I'm gonna leave it like that. And the reason is when I let someone hear it, they say, yo, can you bring that down? I like it. Can you bring it down a little bit? Then I'll tweak it for them. Do you see what I'm saying? And the idea is that you're just doing so much perfectionism for people, doing so much for them. And then a lot of times like, oh, I don't really care about it. I don't really like it, whatever. I don't know. I can give or take 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There might be a better way to do this, but this is how it's getting done. 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right, cool. Okay, there it is there. Next, we do need to get some trap drums. So we're going to stop this share. We're going to start another one. And again, I don't want to look forever. So I'm going to look trap drums. I can't be too heavy. Obviously, I want more bassy. I want more bass, and I want the person, the singer or the rapper, they can do the high end. I don't need to put on so many high ends. I do love to put in the high ends. You know, like a high frequency. I love audio. I love synth leads. But is that the best thing for the artist? I gotta ask myself that. And I don't think it is. So I'm actually just gonna go 100 to, oh, it is 100, eh? Okay, I don't want to have I'm gonna do 98 to about 103. That's as far, just so it narrows it down a little bit. Of course, this is Splice, it's trap, so it's gonna be tons. No. Oh, let's do all beat. 98 to 103. Am I sharing the screen? I hope I am, guys. All right, I hope you can see it. We're gonna leave it for a second. Let me come back over, guys. And so let's leave this like this. Okay. Okay, so they're clashing with each other, right? I just don't want to deal with it. Okay, it's done. I'm not going to think about it. Okay, so what we could do just for like, I don't want to do, okay, just leave it. So this is a low effort thing. I'm just putting a space in between each time, right? Because, yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay. We're not going to overthink this. So basically it's coming in waves. I want to put like maybe a little tension in there. I'm just going to put a riser. Most of the, let's stop scare, guys. Put it in. All right, let's just stop. Let's talk for a second. Let's chill. So yeah, so like I like it, but there's a part of me that's like, oh no, I gotta put, so I got all these ideas, right? It's like the old energy. I'm like, oh, I gotta add this, oh, I can put in this voice, but it's like this might already be done. Like I could already just upload this and just leave it and just, right? And someone could sing on it, someone could rap on it, right? And I think for a lot of producers, me included, like that bothers me. That bothers me because then I feel like less needed. And I feel like, oh, AI could do this. Oh, but it's like the branding as well, right? It's also like, um, you just gotta like just chill. There's something I want to do in this. I've got an idea. So I'm gonna try this extra thing. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna just upload it, right? Just like that. Um, right, just to create it. And it's almost like look at it as like it's just a discipline as going into a new energy of like less is more, right? Maybe I'll just start another track, right? But I'm not gonna get so consumed in building up this track with all these parts and then have no one rap on it, have no one sing on it. What's the point? So I can be like, then you're getting into like hipster values. And I am a bona fide hipster, hipster till I die, right? Like I grew up, in my 20s like hipster. But like there, you realize there's a part of that energy that's just like, no, it can never be easy, or like, like you cannot understand the depth or the layers to me, or like, I know music that you don't know. And it starts to be at a point, it's just like, shut up, shut up. And like, I got a lot of buddies that are like, I don't know, I would call them just basic. They're just basic bros. And then when we chill, like they'll just be like, okay, shut up. And they have a good point. It's a good point. Shut up. Just shut up. Um, like enough, enough. So I'm gonna put a riser on it anyway, though. I'm gonna do a key that I like, D sharp minor. Yeah, I mean, hipsters got made fun of for like what's that show, Portlandia? Yeah, because they start to they make up their own status systems, and then they bring you into their status system, and then they tell you that you're lower on it because you don't, and it's just like, shut up. This is going into the too much category. Let's try that one more time. Hold on a second. Can I hear it? Well, it's too much. All right. So I'm literally getting into, and you know what? I'll tell you where I went wrong on it. I went wrong by being like, oh, let me put in also like a riser. I've got lots of risers in my packs. I've bought tons of them. I do love risers. Uh, so I can easily get a riser. I don't need to get a D sharp minor. That's funny. I got so many D sharp minor risers. So let's just go to riser. A little too ominous for me. No, it doesn't really fit. So we gotta let it, it's gotta fit, right? Good enough. I'm gonna put it in just here. There we go. Perfect. Nice, nice. Pink hue. Okay. I want to put in. Okay, so one last thing I'm gonna do here, okay? I'm gonna put in, shouldn't type in R&B. Leads, I don't know. We'll do R&B leads, I guess. BPM 98 to 103. Shoot, I just remembered I gotta check my. Okay, so let's try to just take out leads for a second. Let's just do R&B. And let's just put in key one more time, D sharp minor, put in a BPM. So that's perfect. Okay, so let's just try it. I don't know if you guys can hear this, right? I'm gonna try again. Let me stop the screen share. So yeah, that's good. It's not taking away. Yeah, share sound, share. And it should be set to Zoom. Let me try again. MacBook Air. Yeah, I know. Maybe do Zoom. Let's try. Okay, cool. So yes, we'll need a longer riser. We're gonna go like this, obviously, on it. We're gonna let it be a big buildup, bring it a little bit. But in general, it's gotta just complement. It can't, it's too much. It is cool. 569, let's try it. Okay, that's cool. So I got my song. I'm not adding anything else. All I gotta do is do a different riser. I want my riser to be longer. So I'm gonna go to my sounds. I'm gonna go to risers like that. I'm gonna go back again. These should be my sounds, right? My sounds. Okay, let's check again. Risers. The reason I want to go a little bit longer is because a little too much, honestly. I like that. Let's try that again. Is that, please tell me that's not the one I've got on there right now. So obviously, at least I'm being consistent because I just downloaded the one I already had downloaded. It is the one that I like. Okay. Okay, this one has 5 seconds on it, so I want it because it's got 5 seconds. I just don't like the person's ear. You know, if you take a production course or DJing course, you realize that like people's brains take in music at certain like beats per minute, or like you could just do something on them really quickly. A lot of times I don't like that. That's why a lot of pop mainstream that most people like, you know, listen to a Maroon 5 song. There's not a lot of changes. It's soothing to the ears, right? You don't want to be a hipster unless you want to push the boundaries. And so right now it's not working. All right, let's stop the share for a second. All right, so there we go. I don't know why I did that. You cannot minimize Zoom Workplace when you record the meeting. Okay. Obviously, I'm getting a little upset, which means that they'll be done soon. Okay, so let's put this one in. It looks really loud. I'm already going to bring the sound down a little bit on it too. Okay, so let's try this right here. Okay. It's not playing. Let's try preferences. Zoom audio's there. Hold on a second. Oh, good God. I need a new hobby. I'm done with music. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of, why am I doing this? Into every section. Okay. This though can go like this. I don't really like it right now. I think it can come a little bit more. Let's try that. You could even take this off. Now, all of a sudden, I'm enjoying myself. Okay, we'll keep it in because it sounds like garbage. All right. Now I want to do something different for this one then. That's what I want to do. I want something here in the beginning, something here. I want like a single R&B lead. Is that one better? Yep. So we're gonna just cut it. Okay, I just found a better one. And all of a sudden, I'm like this. Okay. Oh, it's smaller too. That's perfect. Let's put it there. Nice. So it comes in. Okay, I like that one better. I might take it down a little bit. All right, so now this is going into the area of like, it feels like my energy. It feels like the type of songs that I've made in the past. All right, because it's got but I've slowed it down. Okay. So now that it's got my branding on it, it's got my sound on it. I feel like, oh, I like this. I stand behind this now. This is like Sean Waves. This is just Sean Waves' track. Well, then what does that mean? It's like, well, now I'm not as like stressed. I'm not making this for someone else. Now I've got my signature sound on it, which is so important. So the new rule, right? You always get my new rule. I don't want to put any vocals on it, right? Mm, no vocals, like background vocals, right? I like to do that to sell it, to give someone an idea. I don't want to do that right now, especially since I want to move in. I want more singers, maybe not as many rappers. Rappers, I want everything. Hmm. So what sound do I want? Right. And so this is what I talked about in the very beginning. So let's stop the share. This will be the last thing. So really, I'm only going to put one more thing on it. And I just got to be like, I had a track recently. So, okay. So I can look back at what I've used recently. Okay. So let's go back. Let's share for a second. So this is something, let's go to my sounds. So I did get this sound recently. That's it. Well, let me look at what did I do there? Chill wave. I tried chill waves. Well, I've never typed this in before. It sounds so annoying to me at the same time. Right? So you're looking at the waves, right? I've already got like the song is pretty much to me it's not full now. I just want to put like a little extra stardust on it, like a shooting star just to come through once in a while. Okay, probably have to put a key on it. Put it in 38. 295. I think it's going to be a smaller demographic of tracks. 95 to 105 is like, yeah, chill wave is going to be a little heavy probably. Yeah, that's just too much. But if I don't, I might take it and cut it up. So the idea is I just want to way too much. Okay. Let's hear that one more time. I like it a lot. I'm gonna take this. Well, I didn't like it that much. I'm gonna hear that part. Okay, so again, I don't want to, let's hop back over, okay? So last thing we're going to do here. I think I'm not going to cut it up. And now I've got an artist in mind. I'm going to send this to them and say, hey, I kind of made this for you. All right. I did have them in the back of my mind when I was making when I started this, but I didn't like consciously be like, okay, I got to do this, this, and this, right? Look, and I might put it there like that. So. Yeah, so I'm not going to touch that. I'm going to bring it down a little bit. It's a little too much. Again, I want the person to sing. I don't want them to feel like, I don't want it to be over their voice at all. Let's see, how much was this? This was 496. This is 533. 496. There we go. Let's bring it back. Okay, good. You know what? I don't think I want this anymore. Let's try without the riser. It might. Yeah, I'm just taking the risers out. Look at how much time I spent on them, and then I just gotta get rid of them. I don't know. This is too much. This is just too much. Let's bring it like this. Let's try this. Let's try this. So I like that better. It's more of like a wave. Maybe we'll put it here. I'm gonna bring both of these down more. It's just too high. Let's try this. Let's try All right, so I don't really care anymore. And there's ways to look at that, right? Like we just don't care. What does that even mean you don't care anymore? Bring it right. All right. Yeah, I mean, so that was somewhat enjoyable. I do like it. I don't know, I could take stuff away. I don't want to add anything else to it. And there's a part of me that's just like, oh, I didn't do enough on it, right? I didn't work hard enough on it. Um, but that's just the perfectionism, right? Like, what am I doing? And I think a lot of times when you watch a lot of these producers, uh, they seem to get it. Or like, anyway, whenever I talk to people that are actually doing like really producing, have had made money, have done it for a career for a while, they're like, you can't, you'll drive yourself crazy. You can't do this. You just gotta, you like making music, cool. You want to work with other artists, cool. Just make your stuff, make it, put it out there. You know, and there's a lot of other stuff that's really at the end of the day, you know, make good stuff, believe in it, and that's it. That's it's over now. Then you send it to other people. Maybe go out. And you know, one thing I'm gonna do, and I'll say as well, is like a big lifestyle change, is that I'm just gonna start going out a lot more and just me hanging out with people, hanging out with artists, not being pushy, trying to sell my stuff, not even talking, but just chilling with them, going out and chilling. You know, I got a mixer right behind me, a DJ mixer, and we start DJing some shows. And it's like not even like I'm not trying to be like the famous DJ. I'm not trying to get people to come to my show. You know, it's none of that. It's just doing it and being out there all the time and just getting ideas and getting inspired and just letting my presence be in the present moment around passion and other people, right? And that's it. And that's it. It's just a slight lifestyle change, you know. There's a lot of funny memes online of like the producer where he's just like boom, 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 boom. And he's just checking out each drum. He's like boom, 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 boom. And you know, that's kind of like making it's like, what are you making fun of them for? But it exists for a reason. And it's like, you know, there's a lot of dudes I know that are like they make really good stuff. And I'm like, yo, that's sick. So like, do you know some? And these guys are connected. Like they've got connections. And I'm like, yo, that's sick. Are you gonna send that to like another rapper? Like, do you got, you should like go out and like you've got these connections. And they're like, nah, it's not ready. You're like, oh man, you got so much gear, dude. You got such a sick thing. Like, just put it out there, dude. Let people like let them like they're gonna take it and do stuff with it. I mean, just get out there and do it. Like now's the time. And they're like, no. And but so a lot of that exists in me as well, right? Where I'm just like, you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay for it if you want to use my stuff, which is fair because a lot of times I've given stuff away for free and I want to stop that energetic thing going on and on and on where I just give stuff, right? It's like, no, but then at the same time, it's just like, well, why don't you just get your stuff used right now? Get like your name out there more, right? Gets like get a bidding war, get two people that both want you for a track, get to that place, and then start to be like, yeah, okay, now I need some cash. But like, yeah. And so I think it's just like you kind of got to put all of yourself into it. But as you're putting yourself out there into it, you also got to like have like a border around your energy, like like the perfectionism, right? Is one that gets in and you're like, oh, I'm not good enough. This is like completely clear. Like I'm chill. I'm an artist. I make my stuff. I love my stuff. I'm open to learning. This is not going to get it's not, you're not going to bother me. I'm not going to let this part get bothered, but I am going to go out and be around other artists and stuff and chill with them, but I'm not going to let that get into my headspace. Do you know what I'm saying? Where in the past, just be alone for a long time, but it's a lot of like this, it's like the idea, some students said to me the other day, they're like, teacher, your hair's like Beethoven. And I was like, you're right. Thank you. But like the idea of like Beethoven where you're driving yourself mad, making something really awesome, it's like, nah, I think I'm done with that. I'll definitely put my heart in, like I'll still put myself there. I'm present on the beats and that. It's not just for whatever. But this is just going to be like a clear thing. So what I just made was I made a beat. I'm going to send it to someone, tell them like I think it'd be really good for them. And then maybe tell them I made it for them. Let them I get first dibs on it. If I don't hear anything back, then just put it up there for everyone and just move on to the next track. Just keep making music, right? Anyway, but perfectionism is like just as I said in the beginning, it's a dark source. And I know so many dudes that are ruled by perfectionism and like they're so awesome and they just don't pop off in any way. Why can't they just can't seem to get into any kind of flow state? They can't seem to get like a break. Um, or they're just resting on like the past or they did do something awesome and they're like, that's me. It's like, no, dude, you got to produce every single day. You got to keep putting stuff out there all the time. Let's just not be so fucking precious about it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.